Okay, so we have this question. The first question, they're asking us to state the vertical asymptote. Okay, so for the vertical asymptote, you get what is inside the parentheses. Okay, so for the vertical asymptote, you get what is inside. Okay, so which is x minus 4. So you get x minus 4, you set it equal to 0. Then you solve for x. So x will be equal to 4. Okay, so that is our vertical asymptote. Okay, so this is question 1. So now the second question, they're asking us to determine the x-intercept. Okay, so for the x-intercept, you get what is for the x-intercept, you get what is inside. Okay, so for the x-intercept, since we have the equation which is y is equal to log base 2 of what, x minus 4. Okay, so for this one, since we know that along the y-axis, along the x-axis, y is equal to 0. Okay, so since we are finding the value of x, so you're going to put a 0 where there is y. Okay, so it will be 0 log base 2 over x minus 4. Okay, so now the next thing which you're supposed to do, you're supposed to convert the logarithmic equation to be the exponential equation. Okay, so in order to do that, you're supposed to get this one. You get a base, then you raise it to the power 0. Okay, is equal to, then you set it what is to what is inside the parentheses. Okay, so since we know that any number or letter raised to the power 0 is equal to 1, so it will be 1 is equal to x minus 4. So solving for x, we're going to find 5. Okay, so since the question is saying that determine the x-intercept, so they want us to state the values of the x-intercept. Okay, so for the x-intercept, you're going to start with the value of x, which is 5, then the value of y, which is a 0. Okay, so since we know that along the x-axis, y is equal to 0. Okay, and we are finding the value of x, so meaning that the value of y is 0. So now the next thing, they want us to state the domain and the range. Okay, so the question is saying that state the domain and the range. Okay, so for the domain, okay, so for the domain, you're going to get what is inside. You get this one, you get x minus 4, you set it to greater than 0. Okay, then you solve for x. So the value of x will be once you cross negative 4 to the other side, it will be positive. Okay, so since the question is saying state the domain, okay, so for the domain, you're going to start with so you say domain starting with 4 not included, it is not part, to where the values are going. So the values are going to positive infinity. Okay, so 4 is not included, we are picking the values which are greater than 4. Okay, so this is the domain. Then now for the range, kindly note that under logarithmic functions, the range is restricted. Okay, so by restriction, I mean that all the values, all the real numbers are included, starting from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay, so negative infinity to positive infinity, that is our range. Okay, so now the next thing which we're supposed to do, we sketch. Let us sketch the graph. Our vertical asymptote, which is the value of x to be equal to 4, and our x-intercept, which is 5, 0. Okay, 5, 0. Okay, so now the next thing which we're supposed to do, we're supposed to sketch the the vertical asymptote. Okay, so for the vertical asymptote, since x is equal to 4, so it will pass where x is equal to 4. Okay, so this is our vertical asymptote. Now the next thing which we're supposed to do, we're supposed to sketch. Okay, so since we have 5, 0, so it will be here. So our function, it was positive, so it will go upward like this. Okay, then you indicate log or y is equal to log base 2 of x minus 4. Okay, so that's your graph.